If I go broken, I got no more rest to spit. Welcome to Just Hoops, ladies and gentlemen. Today we talking about Wemby and M. Game one, Donovan Mitchell in the den. Shea two-time MVP, but he can't hold no win.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stop what you're doing. Stop playing that game. Stop fishing. Stop camping. Stop going on that hike. Because over here, it's just hoops. I'm Amari. This is Darion. How we doing on this fine Tuesday, my brother?
It's fine Tuesday. I'm doing pretty good. New setup. This is gonna be the spot for the pod. I'm at the crib and I got a little man cave going on. Very small. Got my couch, TV, game, everything you need right here. But yeah, I'm doing good. Just left the mall. Got some clothes. No, I heard there was a trip or something coming up with the guys. I don't know if I heard correctly, but somebody turns 21. He wanted to spend his birthday in Vegas. And me and Thomas got a text like, yeah, y'all need to come on. So then
Hmm.
for some reason, my body just went to the mall to go get an outfit for this said trip in Vegas.
Hmm.
So yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that's about, but
Yeah, that sounds fun, bro. I know you enjoy your trip, man.
that,
Sound like you got a nice outfit and everything. You hope you enjoy that. Basketball, bro. Oh my gosh, what a game we witnessed last night. So much to talk about in that game. But before we do that, got to get our Uncle D's Player of the Week. No, through there because my majority of the episode, I want to hit on this game.
yeah.
There's so much basketball to dissect. We can get analytical today.
We can get analytical. We can take it there
We can
today.
take a deep dive into the game today.
We can take it there
So
today.
go ahead. Let's go Uncle D's Player of the Week. Start us off. Get us going.
Uncle D's player of the week. I was torn between two players until I seen one guy and his closeout game performance, so I went with his teammate. My player of the week is Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell showed up,
Okay.
showed out, got the Cavs to their first Eastern Conference final since LeBron James left Cleveland. In these games, he's shooting 45%. Every game they won, he's over 20 points. He had a 43-point game, 35, 26 to close them out. He showed up every night that they needed him, didn't have a single game, one game under 20. He finally got over that hump as the first option, did what he needed to do, and got the Cavs there. And now they look to take on the Knicks and are 4 games away from his first and Harden's first NBA Finals. No, not Harden's
Hey,
first.
no, but it's crazy to me. I keep saying it like the fact that the Knicks or the Cavs are about to be in the NBA Finals
Yeah.
is crazy. Like the fact that the Knicks are about to be in the finals, and then the fact that James Harden could potentially get back to the NBA Finals, like first time in 15 years. Obviously, he had another bad closeout game, two to be exact. Game 6 and 7 were not great at all from him, but he still has been doing his thing. Played his part earlier in the series, got them a win in Detroit for sure. I forget which game that was that he popped off, but I'm excited to see this Knicks Cavs series. Obviously it's not Thunder Spurs at all. I don't think any other series that could possibly be matched up could be put like this one. But it's still exciting. So game one tonight. Let's talk a little bit about that series before we get into Thunder Spurs. Let's what's some what are you expecting out there? Like what's the obviously game one will be in New York. What's the expectations going into this series from both teams?
Cleveland, limit turnovers and make everyone else beat you. Get the ball out of Brunson's hands. We've seen 2 series now where Brunson has just had his way anytime he touches the ball and he gets basically any shot that he wants to get. You have to limit Brunson. You have to take him out of the game. And that is a lot easier said than done when he has the ability to score at will. Anytime he touches it, he's looking to get a bucket, no matter who's on him. But you have to find a way to the double teams something, get the ball out of his hands, make everyone else beat you, and then the turnovers. You can't turn the ball over versus a team with the Knicks. They're gonna run and they're gonna hit Deuce McBride in the corner in a transition three, Mikal Bridges knock down a three, OG slam it home, and then all the momentum is just in New York's way. So you gotta control the ball. You cannot give them fast break opportunities. And then for New York, you have to continue to play the way you've been playing. You've dominated all playoffs. You haven't really. Round one, who did they play? The Raptor? No, that was Cavs. Who did they play round one?
Not the Hawks.
Hawks, which the Hawks had two good games. Other than that, took care of business. And then we see this New York team when it comes to closeout games, how they just dominate. They just need to play how they play in closeout games every game. If they could find a way to just come out like that, guns blazing, take care of it in the first half, I think that they can. I mean, it'll be handed to them at that point if they play the way that they do.
Yeah, I think a big factor in this series is going to be Mikal Bridges, and if he can cause chaos out there on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, Cleveland, like, the turnovers kill him, and I think the Pistons weren't didn't have the firepower on offense
Yeah.
to really make them pay a lot of the times. Um, but I think New York will get the best of them because of how much they turn the basketball over. It's actually kind of crazy, and like you see, you know, the elite teams and how they take care of the ball. The Spurs yesterday, Stephon Castle had 11 turnovers, but other than that, like a couple 24-second violations and stuff like that, they're not really turning the ball over that much. Um,
Man had a triple.
and yeah, he did. He had a triple double with 11 assists and 11 turnovers. Um, yeah, so that was bad. But for the Cavs, like, if they can find a way to take care of the basketball and not let New York get out in transition, um, I think that they'll give themselves a better shot. But I still think I got the Knicks winning this series. Not gonna lie.
I think I'm going Knicks as well. I think the Knicks pull out this series, and I hate to say that. I really do. Like I just don't like New York, but I think that they're gonna go to the finals here, and they're gonna have an opportunity to make a run, win 4 games out of 7 in the finals. But the real finals is these series out west right now.
Man, and to get into that a little bit, man, so much to discuss. First I want to talk about the well, you want to start with, because I want to talk about how these teams, like, their game plan defensively. Obviously, like Wemby guarding Caruso a lot of the game, leaving him open. He ended up having 30, hit 8 threes. To try and let Wemby float. Like, Caruso guarding Wemby on the defensive side of the ball. Thoughts about that? How that should adjust? How they guarded Shea with mixing up Caxel, Harper, Carter Bryant. Like, you you want to start there, or should we just start with the recap of what we witnessed last night?
Let's go recap and then get into the matchups and
Right, right. Well, first of all, Alex Caruso, 30 points on the night, 32 to be exact on
32,
the night.
31,
Uh, was everywhere defensively. They call him, Mr. Chaos,
Mr. Chaos.
and he caused it, man. And I was, man, impressive performance from him. Playoff Caruso is a real thing, bro.
Yeah,
Dude hoops
he does.
hard,
Yeah, he gives
and
everything he has out there.
and without him, oh my gosh, if he's not hitting shots, they're getting blown out.
Yeah, yeah, big time. And then another guy that I mean, we haven't got to see a lot of them this season, really, but especially in the playoffs. J-Dub, J-Dub came out 26 points first half. He was hot. He was. They were down the whole time, but him and Caruso are the ones that are keeping them alive, afloat during that first half, especially. So credit to him as well. The first game back, and he didn't play at all last series. So to go out there and get 37 minutes, 26 points in your first game back versus a very sound San Antonio team, I
Yeah.
don't, this loss, like, I wouldn't be mad at. I'm not mad at this loss for OKC. I'm not.
No, no, and I think that with a lot of the shot, like they missed a lot of
It did.
open threes yesterday. And if those fall, it's a completely different game. Like obviously OKC showed double at Shea a lot of times, which caused the Spurs defense to rotate and led to open threes that they weren't falling for OKC
Yeah.
early in the game. So I mean, those are sway points that could have rocked the game either way. But what I want to talk about is the pace of this game, bro. Like what made this game so great and what I think is going to make this series so great is the pace that these dudes play with, right? So when we look at the Lakers and the way that they play,
Right.
it's very slow. You bring the ball up the floor. Um, maybe it's a post touch to Braun. He's slowly backing down, reading the defense. These teams coming out, push the ball up the floor, high pick and roll. No, like we barely OKC. I don't know if we saw a post touch the whole game. The Spurs, obviously, it was thrown down to Wemby a decent amount, but it wasn't the. It's not a throw it down there. He's gonna catch it, hold it for a second, slowly work his back. Nah, Wemby grabbing it, turn.
Yeah, Wibby grab and go.
So I mean, like the pace of this game was fantastic. And when I talked about the Lakers and the Spurs, I mean, and the Thunder, and how the Lakers couldn't match buckets.
Mhm.
This is why San Antonio is a great team because there was moments where the momentum started to it looked like it was going to shift, something like that. Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, huge threes, man. Their offense never wavered the whole game. The whole game, the offense never wavered. OKC was never able to get in consistent stops.
Yeah. And shout out Devin Vassell. I seen a stat. I don't remember exactly what it was, but him as primary defender, I think he held Shea to 3 points on one make. He held Chet to like 2 points on one make, and then there was one more person. And it's like this just shows the caliber of defense that this team has. Dylan Harper had 7 steals. Stephon Castle's their best on-ball defender, and then you have Devin Vassell, who is holding the MVP of the league to one make when he's on him. Like San Antonio just has all the right pieces, and they play hard. They said we're gonna rest in July. Like they're going hard every night. They don't care. They just have it all plugged in. And Devin Vassell and clutch moment, shot clock on 1.2 seconds, fully contested in the corner, doesn't matter. They just big shots all night long. And then
Yeah,
and then there's Wemby. Like I don't have words for him. I don't have words. I just
bro,
have zero words.
that was like, yo, I don't even. I'm with you, bro, because it was phenomenal, bro. Like he was a plus 16 on the night, and you could visibly see like the plus 16 in real time.
Yeah.
Uh, for those that don't know, plus minus is they're a player score while they're on the court. So when Wemby was on the court, the Spurs outscored the Thunder by 16 points, basically. They won by 16 in that time period. So Wemby was a plus 16 on the night. The defensive impact, you saw it all night. Guys driving to the rim. Think about it. No Wemby trailing. Pull it out. Swing it around. Like it was visibly evident. And then on the offensive side of the ball, like how do you stop that?
There's
He's one dribble from the 3 point line, 2 steps, yamming it on somebody. Catch facing away from the rim. One motion turn dunk over two. And then we get into overtime. We're down three. Fast break. Still 2 possessions left in the game. 32 seconds left on the clock, I believe. Catches it from 30 feet and pulls up from three. Who is he feeling like? There was absolutely no reason for him to shoot that shot.
there was not a need in the world to catch that ball and fire it. and he no
and it
hesitation.
didn't hit the rim.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Amari, Victor Wembanyama had 41 points and 24 rebounds. Big man, that's big
He
man
was everywhere
numbers.
on the offensive glass.
That's
That
big
is,
man
that is,
numbers.
that's my 2K numbers, bro. Um, with 3 blocks, that's big man numbers for real. Like he was all over the offensive glass. So that's one of the things like with OKC adjustments for next game. I think you got to let Chet guard him.
Yeah, you have to.
They had kind of been, every time that they played this season, Chet has not been the primary defender on Wemby. Um, and it's been like a Caruso, a Dort, Jada, and let Chet roam. But the thing is, like, they don't stand a chance. He's 7'4". He's 7'4". Like the amount of times where they're just able to where Steph Kaiso is just able to like just throw it anywhere near the rim and he's one hand, two hand grabbing it and just dropping it in the rim is OD.
It
Chet
is.
didn't do bad when he was on him.
There's just there's nothing you can do. Like truly, there's nothing
No, but
in
I was saying, go ahead.
like yeah, Chet didn't do bad. It's just like he just hits shots. He's a shot maker. That's all it is.
I really want to know the stats of Wemby isolations versus Chet in this game because I can't think of many times like Chet was like really sitting and forced Wemby to take some really difficult shots. And I remember 3 possessions in particular where Chet locked it up and it was a shot clock violation or Wemby went or and he missed 2 other times. Like those are 3 possessions that I can think of right off the dome. But I think you gotta let Chet hold his own against Wemby
Yeah, I mean,
and deal with the alien plays.
I'm also like I'm not mad at Caruso. I think we've seen Caruso guard bigs many times in these playoff runs, and he knows how to handle guarding a big. But I do agree. I think if anything, you let Caruso go. Let's see. See, this is another thing about San Antonio. Everybody can shoot the ball. It's hard to roam against this team because
Yeah.
every single person on the team can shoot the three, besides Kelly
Mhm.
Olynyk and Luke Kornet. So I was gonna say you put Caruso in the roamer spot, but you can't leave Castle, can't leave D Harp. It's a tough team to match up with. They have the pieces. I think you let
I you said what?
I think I agree with you though. I think you let Chet bang, let Chet hold his own, and then I mean match buckets if anything.
No, I think Caruso can play the roamer role. Because as with like San Antonio, the way that they defended in game 1, Wemby was in the Roman role, and they would rotate. They would rotate heavy. D Harp got most of his steals from jumping that passing lane. So I get it from Shea 2 times, Case and Wallace 1 time off the top of my head. Like he was in that passing lane all game, and I think Caruso can play that well. I think you let Jada be the roamer. Actually, I'm gonna switch that. Let Jada be the roamer, and like
It does.
Caruso has to be somewhere involved, like in the Dylan Harper role, for example. Like that's because Caruso's all over the place, hands, great hands.
Hmm.
Um, and I think as like you go and you're showing on times where you're showing 2 at Wemby, Caruso has to be ready to cause chaos on those cross court passes that Steph Castle was throwing, that Wemby was throwing, like to the corner that Champagne's over there for an open three. Like I think that's you got to try and cause more turnovers. That's the way that they win games. Like Case and Wallace has to be out there causing turnovers. Like,
Yeah.
we saw him 1 time since Steph Castle, good hands. J Dub got out in fast break. Like that's when the momentum started to shift. They got to find ways to get in these passing lanes, and by having your best chaos causer all caught up on Wemby, like that takes away from a lot of the deflections and stuff that you can cause.
Yeah. And it's I like the small ball move that they did. Like Hartenstein only played 12 minutes yesterday. You let Caruso, you let Caruso ride out. You run Chet's your big. You got Shea, Lou, J Dub. You're running with those. Kaysen, you go small because you need the speed for this team. And this is where having having Chet guard Wemby, letting Caruso be the roamer can work at your advantage as well. When you have guys, Kaysen Wallace, another guy who can be in a passing lane everywhere. And then, like you said, J Dub, he has great hands. Caruso, great hands. You go small ball, let Wemby do his thing, and then you're jumping these lanes. You're getting out a fast break. It'll just make it easier. Whereas I can understand why Mark wasn't playing Hartenstein double big versus this okay or versus San Antonio. That doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't play Hartenstein because they'll let Wemby just sit in the paint, and and they'll never be able to get to the rim. That's exactly why they went small. And Caruso did a great job knocking down his shots. That's going to be a big factor because I bet San Antonio says the same thing. Like Caruso, show us again.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a big X factor, especially because they need him on the floor defensively. Um, and I bet San Antonio sticks with some of the same stuff. What I'm eager to see is, how they keep guarding Shea. They ran through a number of guys last night. Um, Carter Bryant was excellent. Dylan Harper, really good on Shea. Obviously, Steph Castle was on him as well. And then you mentioned Devin Vassell. Like, I'm interested to see how they keep holding Shea. Obviously, he'll probably be looking to have a big game too. 23 shots, 24 points last night. Not a good game at all. So I'm interested to see how they adjust there. But I'm really impressed by Mitch Johnson and how he's coached his playoffs, bro.
Yeah. Mitch Johnson has done a wonderful job all playoffs long. Um, yeah, man. Shea, these past two series have been this is the first time in the last 2 years we've seen Shea really be slowed down to the point where he's not 7 for 23. He's never been that inefficient in a game. And like we see it versus the Lakers too, it was just inefficiency all night, all the games besides the closeout game. And I need to see him face this adversity, and I need to see something change. I need him to still find a way to figure it out because you're the MVP of the league. You're supposed to be the best player in the world. You know what's coming with that title. So you got to find a way to figure it out. And he's been doing well. The passing, the assist numbers have been great since he's been playing through the doubles. He's been making the right reads, but the efficiency it has to go back up. And I think that, like you said, game two, I think he'll be looking for a big night, but something has to be figured out there for him, and I want to see that adjustment be made.
I think, bro, this is where why Steph Curry is so great because he doesn't need the ball all the time in his hands to go create by himself. Like, obviously I saw Shea hit one catch and shoot three last night. And it was probably the best look he got the whole night. I forget who drove and kicked it, but like he might have to find ways to score off the ball. Like I think that might be next evolution of his game. Like we never really see Shea as an off the ball scorer, like coming off of a screen or with what I mean? Like it's all high pick and roll with Shea. It's all isolation. It's all like, him trying to get to his spot by himself. And teams are doubling him every night now. Like he's seeing more numbers than he's ever seen before. So he's gonna have to find different ways to get to his spots. How can he get there off of a pass? How can he, you know what I mean? Cut back door, get to the rim. Like the numbers are coming and you see these dudes picking up a full court. They got multiple dudes ready to get them. You tired? All right, here come the next one, right? So like he got to find different ways to score.
Yeah, he does. And it's so hard because his game is like you said, his game is very isolation, get to your spot. But I mean, he could find ways to get to it because it's like even KD's a very get my spot guy, but he could come off of screen, one dribble, pull up. Shea can add that to his game,
Yeah,
and that is something that is the next step for him because I mean the double teams are not going to go away. You're two-time MVP. Like you're gonna get dealt with the rest of your career now, unfortunately. So you got to find a way to adapt. And yeah, that was you have to find a way to score without the ball in your hands and make the right read, make the right play, backdoor, get to the basket, get to your spots without having to come off of a screen or call ISO every time because you're not going to get that opportunity anymore.
Yeah, yeah. And then the last thing for OKC, in terms of how they can bounce back in game two, Chet Holmgren has to have more than 8 points. 250 million contract extension, 8 points, dunked on twice, two free throw attempts, seven shot attempts. That ain't gonna cut it at all. And OKC, like obviously, sooner or later they're gonna have to start making some decisions.
Hmm.
And you don't want to be the guy to get to that has to get shit from this team. Like this looks like it could be a great dynasty. To come with all their draft picks and how young everybody is. Like you don't want to be the guy that's missing out on what's being created in OKC because you showing up in the Western Conference Finals, shooting 7 shots and having 8 points. The Wemby versus Chet talks are overly done, overly done.
Yeah,
People talking about they was back to back in DPOI. I don't care. Overly done.
yeah, yeah. The
Wemby
conversation,
had 41 and 24.
that conversation,
His first playoff run.
Western Conference Finals first playoff run is crazy, and then to first game go for 40 and 20. Like there's levels to this. I agree. That conversation is over. It's light years at this point. And I mean, we know Wemby doesn't, Wemby don't rock with Chet. And he shows every time they match up, he shows it. And where is Chet at? Chet
Man,
ducks and smoke every time almost. So I need Chet to own up, take it to the chest, and put Wemby in the rim. Do something. Like you can't score 8 points in the Western Conference Final versus somebody you know that doesn't like you. You gotta hoop, bro.
Wemby out there laughing and he like Wemby is loving this right now, bro. He's loving this series. The Spurs, you could tell by the way that they hoop, they wanted this matchup. They wanted this matchup, and they came out and punched him in the mouth last night, bro. Punched him in the mouth.
Yeah, they got punched. They got another cut and another cut. Another cut. It's like the seatbelt won't work, and I'm trying to buckle up.
Yeah, bro. A very bad showing, and I'm really excited. I'm tuned the whole time, bro. Game two, like
We can't say that's a bad show. You can't. It went to double overtime. You can't say that. You can't say that. They're trailing all
wait,
game.
wait, 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 what happened?
You said bad showing. No, that was not a bad showing.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, I didn't. I was just talking.
Type.
My
Okay.
fault. My fault. My
Okay.
fault. It was not a bad showing at all. Great game.
Yeah.
Great basketball game.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, but so excited for game two. If y'all didn't watch the highlights or didn't see the game, y'all go watch it, man. Great basketball game. A lot of big moments. People getting dunked on, put on a butt. Big shots to tie the game in overtime and regulation. Double overtime. Wemby played 50 minutes. Stephon Castle came off the court, said it was the hardest game he ever played in his life. Wemby said he about to fall on the floor. This is only game one, ladies and gentlemen.
It's only game one. Game one is with the double overtime. This might go down.
Only game.
This might go down as one of them ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Would not be surprised at all. And I mean, I guess we skipped Mari's question of the day as we were so eager to get into it. But my Mari's question of the day: could a team of the best defenders in the league? I'm thinking the Thompson twins at the backcourt, Chet and Wemby 4 and 5. Then at the three, you can go a couple different options like Scotty Barnes, Kawhi Leonard could be in that discussion. JD McDaniels could be in that discussion. Anybody else you want to consider?
I need the rest of
Best
them.
defenders in the world. Oh, couldn't they win the championship?
Based off of what we have right here, no. I don't think you can win a championship with Thompson twins running your backcourt. Um, Chet and Wemby, I like that. That's a good. The three,
Let's say it's Kawhi Leonard. Could a team of the Thompson twins, Kawhi Leonard, Chet, and Wemby, with a like good role player defenders off the bench, like Caruso, Chris Dunn, um, and Scotty Barnes.
with good role players off the
Could that
bench.
8-game rotation win the NBA championship?
Now, with the addition of those, I like the odds a little better. I think Thompson twins minutes get adjusted, and because offensively, those two on the court, the amount of shrinkage that is going to come towards Wimby and Chet is going to be horrible. Where and but if you could plug a Caruso in, plug a you said Kendrick Nunn.
No, no. What?
Because I don't know where I got
Kendrick Nunn is not touching this team. Uh, Chris Dunn
Chris
from the Los
Dunn.
Angeles.
Chris Dunn. I
Yes.
don't, wow.
Nah, not Kendrick Nunn, dog.
Chris Dunn and then Scotty. Scotty's a bigger guy, so he'd be changing with Kawhi. But um, I think that's a lot better. And I think the Thompson twins, they get Amin can hang. Amin might be able to play 40, 42. Sar, his minutes might get cut a little bit. Just offensively, it's not there. It's not there.
AD, they win in the championship in my eyes.
You
They win in
okay?
the championship.
You match that team up against a Cade Cunningham, right? Um,
Yeah.
I I don't Devin Booker, right? Kevin Durant. I'm just throwing names. Braun.
This is all like they're all in the same team.
Yeah, let's just. This is the finals. This is the finals
Oh,
match.
whoa. Okay, no. Timeout, D. Timeout. Timeout. I'm saying with the way the NBA is currently, say like these dudes all just left the team that they're on right now
Right.
and was a team. You know, the NBA, like the Thunder are still the Thunder, like they went and picked up somebody to replace Chet. If you want to consider a team like the Thunder, you can give them a hypothetical person to replace Chet. But it will All-Star five, ah,
I mean, technically speaking, if OKC were to lose Chet, they could have traded Chet, pulled that trigger, and go get Giannis, Chet, some other pieces,
so
3, 4 picks.
I don't think OKC with Giannis beats this team. D, they're not getting nothing off. Giannis has to drive to the rim with the two best shot blocking bigs in the NBA.
It's
He's
fine.
not getting it off.
That's fine. Giannis is a playmaker.
And then you have a Sar Thompson, a Min Thompson in these passing lanes, Kawhi Leonard at that, and they're gonna create so many turnovers. It's gonna be chaos out there. It's gonna be the sloppiest basketball ever seen, and they're gonna strive.
It's gonna be
And you're not
sloppy.
gonna get
It's gonna be
good looks.
sloppy on both sides of the ball.
You're not getting any good
Gonna be
looks.
sloppy both sides of the ball.
And
Because
I'm taking the offense of Kawhi and Victor Wembanyama with Chet just able to catch and shoot. They got it, bro. They got it. They got it.
I can't I can't think of a team like OKC is probably the best team to match this up against. I mean, you could go San Antonio, but Vic is not really a replaceable guy. Like it's one of
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they got it. I guess.
I just the thing is like the value of defense in the play. Like we've seen Shea cycle through all these good on ball defenders with Victor Wembanyama on the rim. He's cycling through the best in the world. He's probably go. Oh my gosh, Shea would have a nightmare game. Like he's instead of Dylan Harper, Carter Bryant, Steph Castle, Min Thompson, Asar Thompson, Kawhi, Wemby still at the rim. Like and the freedom that Wemby and Chet in the paint will give Asar Thompson and them to overplay up there and stuff and not worried about getting driven by. Psh, psh.
And
I don't
head-to-head
know, man. What you
matchup
looking?
and head-to-head matchups against Min Thompson. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has averaged 29.6 points.
That's cool. What about Asar? What about all like? It's the collection of the
Okay.
defense is what I'm trying to.
Wait, no, these are Asara numbers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander versus Asar Thompson. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has averaged 38.2 points per game. Shay's having his way. Moral of the
No,
story.
he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Bro.
He's
Okay,
averaging
for sure,
40
for
minutes
sure.
a game.
Okay,
Averaging
but hold on,
40.
hold on. I'm not. We're not talking about just Shea going out playing against Asar Thompson and the Pistons. Asar Thompson with Wembanyama behind him, the numbers are gonna look completely different. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Shay's not getting to the cup.
I said Shay's gonna be having a nightmare game because of the collection of defense that this team plays. And the on-ball pressure of Asar Thompson and the Men Thompson, like I'm not saying them of individually are gonna shut Shay down, but their ball pressure, plus the help of Wembanyama, Kawhi in the lanes, like that's how Shay's gonna have a nightmare night. For
Ka-
sure. Easy.
Kawhi's the issue here. Kawhi and Wemby. Everybody else, you're not worried about. Kawhi and Wemby are problems. He is giving this man 40. What are you rubbing your
B
face
B
for?
B B.
What are you
Because how
rubbing
can
your
you say
face
like
for?
we watched Shea play, we've watched him in these playoffs play against like good defensive schemes and stuff. This team with a good defensive team would have Shea and it would be a nightmare night for Shea.
You can't.
Last night was a nightmare night for Shea because of how
There's
active like the guys were in passing lanes and stuff like that. The
so this
effectiveness of in the paint, like this defensive team would be the Spurs times 10
so
on the defensive side of the ball.
this best defensive players in the NBA right now. You're sending a double at Shea, right? You're not. Why? If these are the best defenders in the world, why are you sending a double?
It's
Because
the best defense in the world. The
so
a team.
matchup
It's a
101.
team sport. It's a
Matchup 101.
team defense.
No, you got a double.
Nobody does
Shea
that.
is giving them
Rotations,
40.
rotations, rotations, and help are a part of the game.
Yes, you can rotate and help. I'm talking about sending a double before my man Crass
That
passes
would
that
not be the
forward.
most effective way to that would be the most effective way of playing defense. So of course they're gonna do it. He's the best player in the world. By no means did I ever say that Asar Thompson himself is gonna go shut Shea down. I posed the question of does this best defensive team win a championship? And because of their team defense, I got them winning a championship. They're going to defend as a team. That includes doubles and help and rotating and getting in passing lanes
Do they
and
have enough
forcing guys, tough
offensively?
guys down to Wimby.
Do they have enough offensively?
I believe that
Because
with
we're not gonna
Kawhi,
think OKC doesn't play defense, you know?
oh for sure. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say with Kawhi and Wimby, um, they have enough, and they're gonna get enough stops to where they can score, get to 100 point, 100 over 100 points in a game. They win.
I don't know. We might have to put this in 2K because I need to see this. Because I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying it. I don't think they have enough offensive firepower.
Yeah, it will be interesting in 2K. It will be interesting. You giving the Thunder Giannis?
That I mean, that'd be like
I wonder. Like I wonder in 2K like if you could put defensive settings on to have like proper rotations and stuff like that because that matters.
it doesn't matter. That does
That
matter.
matters.
That does.
The coach of this team matters. I would say
Who would coach defensive team? Who's a defensive guru coach? I mean, low key,
Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel was really good.
Frank.
Uh, but yeah, Mitch. My first idea went to Mitch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Mitch is definitely a defensive guru.
Mitch and his staff. Um, hmm. JB Bickerstaff.
JB, yeah.
Those three probably. I would give it to. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting thing. Um, yeah, but that was my Marius question today. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about OKC and the San Antonio game we saw last night. Um, game one of New York and Cleveland tonight. Looking forward to that. You got anything else you want to hit on?
No, I believe that's everything. Yeah, game one was really the priority, and we did that, so I'm good.
Go ahead, drop your wisdom, my brother.
Only put energy into things you have a future with. Time is of the essence, so you cannot waste your time with things that are not going to benefit you in the future. What's funny? Why are you see, like, what's up, bro? Talk to me.
No, go ahead.
No, 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 talk to me. Talk to me.
No,
No, no,
please.
no, 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 no. Yes, please talk to me.
So it was like thing you said, don't put your energy into things that you don't see a future, for.
Only put your energy into things you have a future with.
Only put your oh yeah. W words of wisdom, man. Um yeah, y'all leave a like, subscribe if you're new. You know what I mean? Good to be back on the pod. Y'all tune into these conference finals games. Um and yeah, we'll catch y'all next time.
What if I got no more
Peace.
rat to spin?